Okay, so I realized after filming this video that they are actually discontinuing these palettes because they are 4 or 5 years old. Me being me, I decided to film tutorials with very old makeup. So if you're interested in that and wondering if I get a rash from this old makeup, then do keep on watching. First thing I'm doing is taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and I'm applying it as a base to my eyelids. I actually don't know if I would recommend this product anymore. I think I've had it for too long and it is just super drying on the eyes. I'm taking my MSQ eyeshadow brush and just bringing it up to my eyebrows, which I've already done before starting my eye makeup. Then going in with the Milani palette, I am taking the matte transition shade first. And then taking a medium-sized blending eyeshadow brush, I'm just blending it first in a V-shaped formation, again going towards the tail of my brow and then bringing whatever I can into my crease. Then, in the true spirit of being cheap, I'm taking the broken pieces of my Too Faced chocolate bronzer and I'm sweeping it across the transition where I laid that first colour, because that initial shade from the palette was a little too cool for my liking, and you know me, I'm a cold person in real life but warm when it comes to my eyeshadows. Then I'm taking this dark shade on a stubbier, smaller eyeshadow brush and I'm placing that in a V-shaped formation again, but not all the way up until where we put the transition shade. We want there to be a clear distinction between that dark shade and that transition so we can see that blend. And then just keep deepening up that darkest shade in that V-shaped formation to your heart's content, and then go over with that brush that you used for the transition just to blend everything out and make it look not muddy and not choppy, which it kind of looks like right now, which is what I'm doing. So yeah, just trying to salvage what I can. Then I'm going in with the Inglot 94 gel liner, one of my favorite things ever to cut the crease. Taking a bent eyeliner brush, I am beginning to do a messy cut crease. This is like not a proper cut crease at all. Let's call it a blasé cut crease. So we're just doing that. I'm tracing it out to get the template, and then I'm going in with the NYX Pigment Primer. Then taking the small Real Techniques detail brush, I'm just packing that to pigment primer on my lids, and that is what we're going to be using to make the shimmer shades that we put on top a little bit more intense. Okay, here I'm going back in with that transition shade just towards the inner corner above where I've cut the crease, just to make sure that I don't lose that color, and I'm sweeping the edges again because I obviously hate how it looks. Okay, so now I'm packing in the shimmer shade using the lightest yellow shimmer shade from the palette. And in packing motions, I'm just packing that towards the inner corner of my eyes first, towards the middle of my eyelids. Then taking this middle gold shade from the palette, we're going to go for an ombre blending moment, and we're going to blend that by placing it first in the middle of our eyelids and blending that with the lighter yellow. And again, I'm just doing that on a flat eyeshadow packing brush. Then continuing that dark ombre blending moment, we're going to go with that darker shimmer brown shade and place it just where that cut crease sort of meets the matte eyeshadow, just to blend all of that. Then doing my favorite thing when it comes to cut creases, I'm going in with that matte dark shade with a small angled brush, and I'm just going over on top of the cut crease line to make that a little bit more defined. I'm also placing it near my lash line towards the outer corner of my eye. Again, just kind of packing on that V from that darker shade and then going back in with that brush that I used for the bronzer transition. I'm going to be blending out those two together. Then taking a cotton bud and some Vaseline, I'm going to be using that to clean up under my eyes. So normally I would get a baby wipe and do it straight away, but this time I'm going to go in with Vaseline to help make it easier to take my makeup off so I don't have to pull on my skin. Then taking a baby wipe, I'm removing all of that to get the perfect eye shape, and this is why I love doing my eye makeup first, because it is super messy, and if I did this with foundation on, it would be over. And taking a smaller brush with that bronzer, I'm going over where I place that dark contrasting color above the crease just to make it a bit more blended. Then taking the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Yellow Corrector, I'm using that to highlight and clean under my brows with a very small angled brush, and I am also blending that out. Again, I'm using my MSQ eBay brushes because they are my fave. I will link the review in the description down below if you haven't seen it already. Then I'm taking my Inglot gel liner in 77 black and using it to first line my eyes. I'm doing a winged eyeliner. This gel liner is also like 5 years old, but I have not gotten a rash from it. I should also say that I've never gotten a rash from using old makeup, so all good there. I'm then taking the NYC liquid liner and just going over where I've placed that gel just to make it a little bit more intense, because I find that gel doesn't really have a shine, and I kind of like that shine when it comes to liquid eyeliner. And I'm using that guide of where I've wiped the eyeshadow to help me get a clean wing, so that's quite helpful as well if you're not good at winged liner like myself. I'm also curling my eyelashes. This is really important to curl your eyelashes when you're about to put fake eyelashes on, because I find with me anyways, I have the straightest Asian eyelashes, and if I don't curl them, you can see straight lashes underneath the fake eyelashes, so make sure you curl them if your lashes are especially straight. I'm using my mascara Lash Sensational in black, and I'm just applying that to my lashes. I'm also tight lining my eyes. I'm using the Maybelline pencil eyeliner. All the products will be linked in the description bar below. I'm also lining my bottom waterline with that and taking a matte cream eyeshadow. I'm so sorry that wasn't in the palette, but I needed a matte cream eyeshadow. I'm using that just to highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm also blending that out with a fluffier brush just underneath my eyebrows, and then I'm going ahead and doing the rest of my face makeup. I'm just going to skip ahead through this because I feel like everyone does their face makeup their own way. If you do want me to do an in-depth tutorial, then please let me know. Okay, so while we skip ahead the rest of my face makeup, please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite drugstore eyeshadow palette is. As you can tell, I am in dire need of some more because I don't have any at all. Or I will talk about the powder contour and highlighting kit because it is drugstore and I love it. It's the Revlon contour and highlight kit that was done in collaboration with Chloe Morello. I'm just using the bronzer shades to bronze and contour my face. My cheekbones, I should say. Then I'm just applying some AliExpress false eyelashes. I'll link them in the description bar below, and that just honestly makes your eyes look so much better. I'm also going over with my NYC liquid liner across the winged liner. I find that it's really important to do this when you have fake eyelashes on, because you can have that clear glue kind of sticking out towards your lash line. It's just not cute, so make sure you go over that. Then using my bent eyeliner brush, I'm going in with the middle gold shade, and I'm just going to be tracing out that cut crease line just to make it a little bit more intense and stand out. Then I'm just going back in and packing the shades on my lids because we kind of lost some of that, going in with that middle gold shade and then the lighter yellow shimmer shade towards the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm grabbing a clean blending brush just to blend all of that out and not make it harsh. Then with my bottom lash line, doing the same thing that we did on the top of our eyes, taking the transition shade first, then going in with that darker brown, and then going in with the lighter gold shimmer shades towards the inner corner to about the mid halfway point of our waterline. Then taking my RCMA No Color translucent powder, I'm just baking underneath my cheekbones, and while I do that, I'm going in with the Savvy DB lip liner in the shade Cherry and the Makeup Shayla and Colourpop lip gloss, and I'm applying that to my lips. And then to highlight my face, because we want to have a gold moment like we did on the eyes, we're going with the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife, and I'm using the Colourpop highlighting brush, and I'm just applying that from the middle of where my cheekbones are and then blending it out. Then I'm using the Savvy blush in, I forgot what the shade is, but I link it in the description bar, and then I'm blending everything out with a soft blending brush. This one's from 6+, and that is a finished look. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. Also give this video a big thumbs up because that helps me a lot, and I will see you guys in my video next week. Bye!